Good morning, everybody. It's Kathy from Nothing So Strange. We're in the first few hours of daylight saving time. I am groggy and confused, but wanting to open this deck. Make sure I'm not going to have too much glare here. Open this deck and share it with you. I've had this here for months. I put it in the shop right when it came out. I was very excited about it. I love the sea. I love mermaids. Well, I don't have any mermaid decks because they are never quite what I want. I keep meaning to get the Dame Darcy, just haven't yet. But I do have, there's my coffee and a mermaid mug. Thematic this morning. Anyway, and daylight savings is always bad enough, but we got woken up in the night by some creature trapped in the wall. All right. I never read the backs. I'm studying this because Six of Swords is one of my favorite cards, and that's a great one. But anyway, this is the Tempest Tarot deck. Came out late last year, 2025. Probably mid, now that I think about it. And look at that neat little thumb opening there. Oh, that opened easy. That's a good sign. Okay, your basic tuck box. It's U.S. Games. And we got a little white book here. Oh, I love nautical things. I love so many different kinds of beaches. Okay, we got an intro. Rider-Waite. Write-ups. Short write-ups about all the cards. About the artist. Spreads. Oh, a treasure map spread. That's nice. I mean, why do I love the beach? Virginia, of course, is on the ocean. We have a lot of different sorts of beaches here. Virginia Beach is very big, rather commercial. And down in the peninsula area, there are a lot of beaches on the rivers that flow through. And various less trendy, less commercialized beaches. Although some of the ones that were really rural when I was little are very built up now. Sandbridge, we used to get camping there. It's so built up now. Anyway, I digress. I had family in Florida in St. Augustine, so we used to go down there once a year at least to the beach. Like recently, not when I was a kid. And Vance has family up in Maine, and so we would go up there and see that ocean, which is completely different. Oh dear. Somebody has decided she's not getting enough attention. Can I capture that? Let me try to do this. Okay, that's pretty funny. I hope it does not continue. Things I was pricing yesterday that I didn't finish. This is my shop work table, not my tarot table, because it's in the process of being moved. Alright, puppy, please don't do that the whole time. Hang on, I'm going to pause. Okay, we might have calmed the great distraction. If she gets bored enough, she's going to start chasing her tail. It is her signature move. She's pretty funny. Anyway, let's talk about this deck. I adore this. I can't believe I've waited months and months and months to open a copy. But, you need time to appreciate things. So, I love that. Don't you love octopi? They're so smart. They're so wild. And I love this because when I've seen the walkthroughs of it, it's, not just mermaid, just overall nautical. And so, I'm just going to flip through. Yeah. Okay, we have the Fool. I love the style of illustration. It reminds me of some books I really loved when I was a kid. The Fool, the Magician. It's so interesting that this is not a human. We have our coins and cups, and got spyglasses for wands and swords. We'll see. I love old maps so much. Well, any maps, really. The High Priestess. This is the cover card. And it's so good. I love that. Look at how her hair is coming down like seaweed. I like it when mermaids are a little bit pretty and a little bit ghastly, like the old stories, where they're about to lead sailors to their doom. There was a awesome movie out a couple of years, well, it's probably a decade now, called The Lure. It was a Polish movie and also a musical about carnivorous mermaids. It's great. Look for it if you haven't seen it. Hang on, I'm just going to have to deal with this puppy again. Apologize. It's like having a toddler. Okay, the High Priestess. Or that was High Priestess. This is the Empress. And interesting. She's really got a very regal pose here. That straight on pose reads as a little more formal than Pixie's Empress, I think. Oh, I like the Emperor. I know I have said in other videos that we try to make it down every spring to the Blackbeard Festival that they have in Hampton. That's fun. I've noticed this weekend in St. Augustine there's a reenactment of somebody sacking the city. I've never been to that. Wish I could be. Alright, the Hierophant is so cool. What a concept. Got somebody map making. That's really neat. I'm going to look at the book. Hierophant. Tradition, values, conformity, spiritualism. Hierophant typically depicted as a priest or religious figure. He's kind of like the purgatory ocean, the bridge between the earth and the divine. In general, this card usually represents structure, tradition, and religion, symbolic of the pillars that we grew up with. So in this deck, the Hierophant is a cartographer. No one has any concept of the ocean and lands in it without a map to follow, right? Without a cartographer's knowledge, sailors would drift off blindly in hopes of landing in the right place. Using his map, okay, follow some surface level rules of the sea with the belief that there may be more out there. But the magic, that part can't be read from a map. It has to be experienced. That's so cool. It's making me think of a book that we have. We got a lot of books about mapping the sea. I got a couple on sea monsters and medieval maps, but that just made me think of the one about imaginary islands. Islands that, people at some point reported were there, and they ended up on the official maps of the sea and were there for decades or sometimes centuries before people were like, there's no island there, and took them off the maps. It's pretty funny. Anyway, that's really cool. I have to think about that. A lot of times I don't like the Hierophant card, and so that's a cool one. I love this Lover's card. Sometimes I'm lukewarm when it shows like an actual pair of lovers, but this is kind of cool because he's obviously either she's drowning him like mermaids do, and then it would have a totally different meaning, or he's able to breathe underwater, which is kind of magical. The Chariot. Interesting that we have seahorses. Shall I do another peek into the book? I think I shall. Chariot. In the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the chariot is represented by a warrior and a cart pulled by two sphinxes. The idea is that the sphinxes, one white and one black, represent duality or a choice. Warrior wears armor, adorned with a cape, held up by the moon symbol. So we have the moon, power of emotions, two seahorses facing opposite directions, still clinging to one another. The opposition of choice, intention to the heart. Oh, I'm going to send this puppy away. Hang on. Tragically, the puppy has been banished upstairs. That is a different take on this. This is going to give me a lot to think on. It's interesting also how she's working with the Rider-Waite symbolism, taking it in different directions than I've ever thought about in a couple places already. But it's very minimalist. Some of these cards alternating with the cards with the mermaids and humans and scenes. So this is really interesting. Strength. I can see that with an anchor. Oh, I'd forgotten about this. The hermit is a hermit crab. Do you know they have your hermit crabs, but they all get together every now and again and trade shells as they grow. I love hermit crabs. Wheel of Fortune. Nice. We got the bird. What is that? I wonder if that's an albatross. Okay, this is going to take me forever. I can't keep stopping. Is it a gull or is it an albatross? And when things are shifting, changing the wind. It is an albatross. Yay. That makes me happy. They are amazing birds. Justice. Nice. A compass. Sad I put a compass in my car. You know, the little plastic ones with the suction cup on the bottom and the ball floating in water on the top. I put that in my car not too long ago, and I realized the other day it's leaking. I'm going to have to take it back out. I like having a compass on my dashboard. It's pretty funny. And here I am not even mentioning justice. Okay. Yeah, so we got... I did. That's the compass. Okay. Wow. That's cool for justice. I was reading the other day, or yeah, somebody online was talking about justice as representing the finding the moral center. That was really cool for a compass then. Hanged Man. Huh. Okay, I'm not going to look up every single one. But I I'm wondering what that can mean. Death. Oh no, the ship's going down. Always a potential for great change. Temperance. That's fun. The 2 cups with the water flowing, but the ship. The devil. Ooh. Of course we know. That they're actually pretty awesome critters, but I guess that's your giant squid waiting to pull your ship down. Oh, and here he is pulling your ship down. I need to move this down a little bit. I've been cutting off the tops of the cards for you. Oh, I do love these illustrations. All those books I read as a kid, Wolves of Willoughby Chase and whatnot, the editions always had these kind of illustrations. The star. Interesting. The star is possibility and hope. And we have a lot of treasure here. Ooh, what a pretty moon. I love the moon setting over the ocean. Or rising. Huh. Yeah, rising over the ocean for me. Silly. The sun. Lighthouses are so amazing. Judgment. Oh. Judged and found wanting. This is, I think I've got my camera tilted a little bit now. Okay. Just notice I'm holding these flat, but they look like I'm holding them all cattywampus. Look at the faces on these people who have judged this unfortunate sailor. I really love the line work on this. I love how well she captures the feeling of wood and the feeling of rope and waves and stuff. Really good. And the world. That's great. Can't wait to read it and see if she meant anything in particular. Any area in particular. I mean, it's sort of vaguely pirate turf, you know, Caribbean. Ace of Wands. So Wands is going to be spyglasses. We start off feeling kind of pippish, don't we? The first time I saw this, I thought, no, too pippish. And 3, I do think it's a wasted opportunity with a deck like this. If you don't have somebody on a cliff staring at the water, that is a bit of a wasted opportunity. We got some scenes, though. 4 of Wands. Here's our lighthouse. So our wands are quite pippish. I mean, we get the feel of the conflict here. If you're familiar with the RWS, you get it. The 6, we have treasure, so that is kind of a victory. And finally, see, we should have had something like this for the 2 and the 3 also. I'll see if the book explains why she went minimalist. 8. The 8's always pretty stripped down anyway. I think there's our albatross again. I think they do amazing flying. For some reason, I think they don't even land when they fall asleep. Cover, large sections of the world without landing. It's just amazing. Anyway, here's our 9. And our 10, we're back into the RWS. The burden. Oh, and look at our Page of Wands. Isn't she sweet? Very nice night. Queen. Lovely sunflowers. King. Oh, got a little fire in front of him. Cups. We have some nice sturdy tankards here. Does it have a ship on it? Yes, it does. A 2. Oh, we got a little heart there. A 3. So I guess this is going to be the pattern. It's been so long since I've seen a walkthrough of this. It does have the idea of friends celebrating. And the 4. Oh, minimalist but very nice, capturing the symbolism there. Cup coming in, not joining the other cups. The 5 again. Still got that scenic pip vibe, but 3 spelled and the 2 upright. Huh. It's funny with card of nostalgia to have the kids battling a little bit. The 7. Oh, okay, good job here. Got the mermaid, little island, octopus, treasure. Look at that lady. Little bathing beauty type person. The 8. Oh, very nice. Interesting how they're leaving things behind that they don't need. 9. Beer for everybody. Oh, look at the 10. Jellyfish. Our Page. We have the little fish looking back. Really, if they didn't have the fish in this one, it would be like, why? The Knight. Holding 2 cups instead of 1. Nice. I like that he's a barefoot sailor. Queen. Nice. Very, very much touching the waves. I like that. The King. And again, a little removed from the waves. And Swords. Okay, Ace. Huh. Or 2. Well, we have the crossed swords there. Oh, the 3. Interesting. We got that Rider-Waite. Sense of something has been pierced here. We got something dripping off the swords. I don't know. 4. It's peaceful. I don't know if it's as restful as... It's definitely not as restful as RWS. Have to read about that. That's very pretty. And the 5. Oh. We have definitely lost a battle here. Somebody else goes the victory. Oh, the 6. Look at the 6. Sailing out of some sort of grotto. The 7? Wow, look at the skull and the face. I wonder if she's emphasizing like the idea of betrayal or planning or what. Interesting. 8 of Swords. There's an octopus hiding behind the skull, obviously. 9 of Swords, and again the octopus is hiding, and we have the ink. Squid ink, I guess. That's an ominous card. That's well done. It's making me think of, what was that movie where the aliens were a little bit octopusy? And what's her name? Amy Adams is learning to talk to them. Anyway. Okay, and well, pretty straightforward 10. So I guess all the pages are going to be mermaids, and all the knights are going to be sailors. Look at her Queen of Swords. She's wearing glasses. That's fun. Oh, and so is the king. So she's embracing the idea of thought and intellect for that suit. And finally, we're up to Pentacles. Oh, and again, I am not holding in frame. 2. Our infinity, which I'm trying to learn to call lemonscape, if that's how you say it. 3. 3 coins. The 4, traditional pose. But very, oh, just try to take these away from me. The 5. So very desolate. The 6. So just the hand with the coins falling in. So emphasizing the receipt of the gift, not the judgy part. I like that. The 7. 8. So yeah, the sense of planning and work here. Planning and work and the rewards. The 9. Oh, we don't have the lady in the garden. We have the sailor and his ration of grog. And the 10. Huh. Interesting. Oh dear, I'm gonna sneeze. The Bradford pears just started blooming here. Horrible plants. So everybody's sneezing. Pentacles. Interesting. So we have our family. And we have a lot of treasure. That's very interesting. Okay, I'll do one more peep at the book. Ducks in a row, material stability, financial freedom. Time when we feel as though we have everything we could ever want in a material sense. All these things in 10 little boats on the water. Nice. One boat holds a young family, another boat holds an anchor to represent being on land again. Okay, here's our last mermaid page. Here's our here's our dreamy Knight of Pentacles. He's a bit more of a prosperous sailor than some of them. He even gets shoes. Look at him. Boots, I guess. Queen of Pentacles. I always like the Queen of Pentacles. I like symbols of abundance. She's very nice. And the King of Pentacles. Again, kind of relaxed. Look at my treasure guy. Awesome. Well, I am really happy with this. I didn't say anything about the card stock. It's US Games card stock. Feels like it's going to shuffle well. Yeah. I am a riffle shuffler when I can. And one reason I never do deck mods is I like to see things like that. What happens when you move the edges back and forth. Yeah, so thank you for watching and for putting up with all the puppy interruptions. Dear sweet puppy, but man, it's like having a toddler. Alright, I hope you're having a lovely weekend and a lovely Sunday. And if you're in the US dealing with daylight saving time starting, okay. I think we're all a bit wacky this morning. And I'll see you again soon because I have a lot of other decks to flip through. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.